Hey, good morning, class. This is directed for human growth and development, periods one and periods four, five. I'm sorry, 4, 6, and 7. Okay, and so it is the 22nd of December, and not December. I'm getting way ahead of myself. September, and we are. I know you've always wanted to know, but we are going to learn where babies come from. And I just want to make sure you understand they don't come from storks. And we're going to talk about how they're created scientifically. Okay. And so let's go ahead and talk about that. Okay. Let's see. So yesterday I provided you, I just want to make sure y'all are good. And we've had several people turn it in already, but pregnancy concept notes. Okay. Objective students will review the concepts of conception for understanding the developmental process of human life. And then you use the pregnancy slides of chapter 5, and then I made you a copy of notes, and then I had the slides up right here. Okay. And then so this is week September of 21 through 25. It's a 4-day week because of fair day. All right. And then today I've assigned you concepts of the female's role in conception. Okay. So there's a male role and there's a female role. And unfortunately for that female role, or it's a beautiful thing, but there's something that happens every single month that a male doesn't necessarily have to take part in, but it happens for the female role. And it's very important in the upbringing of new life. Okay. And so if I click on this, I made you a copy of the notes with the objective there and the directions there. You're going to go through slide through 11 through 15. For these particular notes. And if I continue to scroll down, there it is. Part 1 of the notes is that on your own sheet of paper, you're going to hand draw the female's reproductive system. Okay. And so you're going to learn a little bit about the female's reproductive system, and you're going to label all of the reproductive parts. And then you're going to take a picture of that, and then you're going to send it to me. Okay. And then part 2 of the notes, you're going to go to start on slide 12, and then it talks about the women's role in conception, and you're going to jot down a couple things that stood out to you in that video, and then you'll go down and complete this vocabulary word, which is called ovulation, and then what are the 5 steps of ovulation. Okay, and then I just really want to quickly go through these slides just to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. So I provided you this resource, and we're talking about pregnancy and where babies come from, okay? Just like that one. But let's be clear, that's not how you hold a baby. I want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, so I'm going through these real quick. So talking about pregnancy, we talked, your warm-up question had to do with where does life begin and how do we protect the unborn baby? Or is there anything that we need to protect the unborn baby? And of course, there are plenty of things that we need to protect the unborn baby from, right, while it's in the tummy. And then going down, it talks about the objectives there. Make sure you read through those. There's this very adorable video of a grandfather finding out he's having a baby for the first time. And then just talks about how special you are. So out of 200 million sperms, you were that one sperm that competed. And you're that one sperm that fertilized that egg. And now you are the beautiful person that you are today because of how competitive you were. Okay, so know how special you are. Then you watch this video on conception, and then we talked about conception, talked about what a cell was. There's 2 types of cells, body cells and sex cells. And then we talked about the female sex cell, which is the ovum or the egg, and the male sex cell, which is the sperm. Okay, so we have the egg and the sperm, and they swim. And this one moves through the fallopian tubes, and they say hello, and then we get a baby, just like this beautiful one right here, 9 months later, for the most part. Okay, and then talks about the zygote. So at fertilization, bam, they fuse, they share genetics, and now you have this zygote. And then the zygote starts to multiply until you get a baby. Look at that facial expression. Just like that. Okay, going on to the next one. So this is part 2 of the notes, starting, remember, from slides 11 to 15. Part 2, 11 right here, slide 11. I want you to draw this out on your own sheet of paper. and I want you to label all the terms and take a picture and send it to me. Okay. And then I want you to watch the female's role and learn a little bit about menstrual cycle and how the female's role takes part in conception and what sacrifice a female has to go through. And then the steps of ovulation. I want you to observe those. And here's the last of the 5 steps. And that's all I want you to do. Okay, so you have until the end of today, 11:59 p.m. to complete those 2 things, which are, I'm going to click off of this. Right, we're in period 1, and it's the same thing for all human growth and development. Week of September 21st through the 25th, concepts of female role in conception, and then pregnancy concepts of conception. All right, we'll see you later. Adios. The neck's kind of broken. Adios, people. Have a good day. Let me know if you have any questions.